Hello, today I'm going to talk about digital equity. This is for Unit 2 in Educational Technology 6010 for my course on digital citizenship. So I'm going to get into digital equity. I'm going to start with a definition as far as what is digital equity. By definition, digital equity is giving all students equal and appropriate access to the internet and all devices and technology provided by the school district. Now, I want to emphasize that there is a difference between equality and equity. Equality is giving everybody the same thing, where equity more so is making sure that everyone has the right things for them. So sometimes you can see the definitions a little interchanged or kind of meshed, but I just wanted to clarify. But when you're talking about digital equity, you're making sure first and foremost that all users do have access or adequate access to the things they need. But then it goes a little further and to make sure that things are customized or meeting the needs of the individual learners. Okay, so equity does ensure individual students are provided the specific tools that they need in order to properly access the curriculum. This helps teachers be able to educate all learners regardless of their differing needs. So I just wanted to reemphasize that when you have a situation where equality is being emphasized, that is a scenario where if you had 20 students in a class, let's say that, well, all 20 students have access to a computer. That sounds like equality. Everyone has the same thing, but everyone doesn't have the same needs. There are some students who may not be able to access the same computer or the same type of computer as, say, 10, 15 other students in that class. And I'll try to give a situation where that would apply later. All right, equitable access for learners. Examples of these are internet access for all students. There are situations where some school districts naturally have more resources than others. So some districts can provide certain things that others may not be able to. But the initiative is being placed on the ability to at least have students have access, internet access, in order to do certain assignments, in order to actually tap into the new digital age. So this is something that is a push to make sure that all students, regardless of where they may live, have that access. All right, one-to-one computer to student ratio or ample amounts of computers in school computer labs, making sure that students not only may have their own personal computers, which a lot of districts are doing now, but also access to computers when they're actually at school also. So when they're in computer labs, they don't want situations where other students might have to wait to get on computers while someone else in the course is accessing a computer. Alternate computers for all learners, and that's what I kind of touched upon in the previous slide. So like I stated, a MacBook may work well for some students, but some students may need a Lenovo. Some students, due to certain restrictions with their movement or the way they learn, they might need a touch screen, such as an iPad or um, some other technology in which they can move and touch things on the monitor to make things come to life. Updated technology to meet the needs of today's standards. And by that, I am stating that grants, whether it be through grant money or yearly budgets, to make sure that schools are staying up with technology and they're not woefully behind with what's going on in today's world. You don't want students to graduate being 5 or so years behind on the technology that they're expected to understand or master when they move forward. Seamless working technology. By that I mean the types of technology that where a lot of the troubleshooting and problems are already worked out. where they're able to access things relatively easy, as far as having to go through a lot of workarounds in order to access the same things that others may be able to easily access. And also, students are provided tutorials on how to operate the technology. Giving a student technology is one thing, getting them to understand it is another. So the ability to do tutorials, whether it be people from the technology, the IT departments at the school districts coming in to train teachers, as well as students or teachers who will train the students on how to operate the technology that they are afforded. Okay, another component of digital equity is to also make sure that students do have the materials, the technologies that they need. And another part of this is assistive and adaptive technologies. These technologies are used in order to provide equitable access to students with learning disabilities or other conditions which can affect their learning environment. These technologies are not meant to give the students who use them an advantage to other students. Rather, they make it to where all students have equal chances to access the curriculum and succeed. Here are some types of assistive or adaptive technologies that are pretty commonplace in a lot of places, a lot of schools. Text to speech or text read aloud, as you may know, it's software. Speech to text, having a magnifier for reading for students who have situations with their eyes, they need things blown up. Touch screens, and this can be for students with orthopedic problems with movement. Calculators use, and that's for math deficits, built-in calculators into the computers, which is pretty common now, or smartphones. Graphic organizers or copies of notes, and this also works in a digital age where these can be shared through files. And closed captioning. This can be for students who are hard of hearing or who are pretty much 100% deaf. So closed captionings can be placed on things that they look at, especially live live sessions on an online virtual environment. Okay, so again, this is just a touch on some of the things that's going to be in Unit 2. As you go through my Unit 2 modules, you'll see some more information on these subjects, and I hope you're able to go through the resources, and I hope the resources adequately prepares you for the assessment and the assignment that follows. All right, thank you. Have a good day.